and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I set up the month of August in my Hemlock and Oak weekly planner. This month I decided to go for a brown theme. I am trying to mix it up each month with the color combos, and this is just what was calling to me this go around. So the main color that I used was this brown midliner. I went ahead and highlighted all of the days of the weeks as well as the dates. I then used this dark gray midliner for all of my bills. And I am going to go through and put a couple of appointments on here. And for that, I'm going to use this light peach tone. This one's called Cream for those, just so that way it doesn't blend in too much with all of the brown that's already on the page, but it still stands out a little bit more than if I didn't highlight it at all. Now I have my habit tracker set up in the bottom here, and I am going to look at last month because there's a few things I want to pull over, and some things, yeah, like nightly reset, I didn't do that at all. So that means like cleaning up my kitchen, organizing the living room, the dining table, like making sure everything's clean before I go to bed. However, I have a now 4-month-old baby, and as soon as he's down, I'm down. So doing the nightly reset just hasn't been very practical for me. So I don't know if I'm going to pull that over. I do still want to pull over movement, spend, journal, mindful, and reading, which I have been on a reading kick. I actually need to add it for the rest of these days too. I've been so busy, I have not updated it, but I have been reading every day. Let's go ahead and transfer this over. So we're going to do movement. And instead of reset, I'm going to put vitamin D, because I give my son vitamin D drops and I keep it right next to the rocking chair where I feed him. But I'm always second guessing if I actually gave it to him or not. I'm usually really good, but sometimes we have like crazy hectic mornings, and so recently I've just been second guessing myself, so I want to write that down. Alright, now that should help me stay a little bit more on track with all of my to-dos. And then next on this list over here, I'm going to go ahead and add some of the cleaning that I need to get done this month. There was a few things carried over from last month that I didn't get to, like cleaning the microwave, and I need to change our sheets again. I'm trying to be better about that, but it's one of those chores I just always forget about. Now I have gone ahead and done that highlighting once again on my weekly page. And I also have added in my journal areas on the bottom here, which I haven't filled in from the past 2 days. These are still part of July, but they carried over. And then today we are on the final day of July, which is insane. So for my focus and intentions over here, I am done with school, thank goodness. And I have 1 month before I start my next round of classes. And I want to use the month of August to really focus on making YouTube videos, so I have a buffer. Last week I didn't post anything because I had my finals for class, and I was way too focused on doing finals to be able to sit down and film a video, you know, alongside taking care of my son and day-to-day stuff. So I don't want that to happen again. I really like staying on a strict schedule. So I want to make as many videos as I can so that if I do fall behind at some point, I've got something that I can share with you guys. So my intention for this week is to plan and film. Now my focus for July had been my weight, my grade, and my YouTube subs. Obviously I'm done with school now, so I'm not focusing on my grade anymore, but I am still focusing on my weight because that is something I'm really curious to see how it changes. I am still focused on my sub count, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. And then because I'm focusing on my YouTube videos, I'm also going to put a video in progress tracker. I think that's what I'll call it. So just put videos so that way I can keep track of how many videos I'm making and make sure I'm staying on top of that to get to my goal. I think in the corner over here, I want to add some decorations. I also want to decorate some of this blank space from the past 2 days. So let me show you guys how I do that. So I have these washi books that I like to use for my stickers. And because we're doing brown, I try to find something that has like a similar color palette to whatever the theme is. So I'm gonna try to find like some brownish foliage. Ooh, maybe a mushroom would be kind of cute. Yeah, I think a mushroom would be cute in that corner. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull this out. I think I'm also going to quickly do a little strip of this brown washi along the bottom. I feel like layering washi and stickers adds such nice texture to things without it feeling too heavy. I think I'll also add something in this corner here to fill out that space. Ooh, I kind of like this one with the lamppost. That's giving me August vibes for some reason. I think it reminds me of like being a kid and going back to school and how your parents are always like, oh, come home before the light post turns on. And that's the energy that August gives me. And I've just ripped some of this thin brown washi in half to add a little bit more textural detail. While we're in here, I'm going to lay out my plan for today so you can kind of see what my day-to-day planning looks like. So this is how I set up my planner for the week. I will go through in the mornings and I will write down what I need to do in a list. If I've got something scheduled, I'll go through and write down and highlight the time that I'm going to be doing that, so I can kind of see that big block of what was going on. And then I will go through after the fact and pencil in little memories of what I was doing during that time once it's already done, because you know, sometimes the day changes. So the things that are solid, I put solid, and then I fill in the gaps around it and use my to-do list for the open space. One thing with having my son is I'm on his schedule, so I make a list and I work it around tummy time and feedings and changings to make it work for both of us. And this is what August looks like. I still need to go through and fill out my goals for this month, which is focusing on YouTube videos, but I'm going to sit down with my cup of coffee and just have a nice little journaling sesh at some point soon. Otherwise, let me take you through the flip of July so you can see what a full month looks like. Here is my July overview, the monthly overview with my habit tracker, and the weeks. So you can really see how when I have these blank spaces that I didn't have anything scheduled or going on, I just go through with washi tape and stickers and fill it in after the fact, and then it makes it look very full and visually pleasing. But that is it for this month's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you have any questions or thoughts in the comment below. I'd also love to know, what is your goal for the month of August? What are you focusing on? And we can encourage each other in the comment section to reach our goals. But I will see you next time.